In this short lesson, I'm going to show you how to import the class material to use for this course. Now, some lessons you can use your own pictures, it's up to you, but I just wanted to provide some course material so that you can go along with me and maybe not get confused, or if it may be too simple for you, who knows, but at least I want you to have that option. First thing I need you to do is I'm using Windows, so you would right click on the desktop, select New, and then select Folder, and then name the folder PSE-class. This will put a folder on your desktop called PSE class. If you rename it something else, if you want, you can select it, press F2, and this will allow you to rename that folder. And that's F2, it's a function key on the top of your keyboard, left-hand side. Okay. Now, where do we get the course material to put into this class? Ah, that's interesting. I need you to go to this address, www.photoshopandelements.com. And when you go on the main page, you will see a heading there called Classes. Just click on Classes, and you will see it says PSE Class. And under it, you'll see Chapter 1, Chapter 1B, Chapter 2, Chapter 2B, Chapter 3, Chapter 3B, and so on. Each of those links is a zip file. Now, if it says Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, those are larger files, just so you know. And the B is the smaller files. They are the same files, but just a little bit smaller. And what I need you to do is you can download one at a time, or you can download all of them at the same time. If you download all of them at the same time, you're going to need some time because it's about 5 gigabytes. Just so you know, because some files are Photoshop files and some files are Photoshop Element project files. Just to give you a heads up. But you can do one lesson at a time. I'm going to show you how to import, and you would just you would redo the same thing for each chapter. Okay. So when you're done, and if you open up PSE class folder, it would look something like this. Chapter 1, Chapter 1B, if you did it that way, or just Chapter 1B, Chapter 2B, Chapter 3B, Chapter 4B, it doesn't matter. And as you can see here, it will go all the way down to about Chapter 19. Okay? Now let me close this. So we have all of our files that we downloaded from the website in the folder called PSE class on our desktop ready to use. Now how do we get this into Organizer? That's the question. Well, let's open up Organizer by clicking on the application icon for the welcome screen. Click on Organize to open up the Organizer. And then you're going to go to File, Get Photos and Videos. That makes sense. Get photos and videos from where? From a camera? No. From a scanner? No. From a folder that you just put the information in. And then we're going to go find it. I always click on Desktop first. And then I go here to PSE class. I have 2 of them. Don't worry about that. Just look for PSE class. And then make sure that automatically fix red eyes. No. Don't check that. And don't check automatically suggest photo stacks because sometimes they can be wrong. And it's better for you to do it than to have Photoshop Elements automatically do it. Then click on Get Media. And this will get the media from that folder and put it into Organizer. Now for me, I have some keywords because it was from a previous folder, so I'm going to say deselect all, which it's already done, and then click OK. And now it's going to finish importing this into Organizer. You can see we have 416. I do have an error. Now normally you will go crazy if this was an error, but if you read down here, it says the file is damaged or is in a format that cannot be included in Element Organizer. I'm like, what is that? That's the zip file. That's why you got to make sure you extract the files from the zip file. Then I click OK, and bam, there's all 416. It's generating the thumbnails right now. As you can tell, you can see my cursor. Once it's done generating some of the thumbnails, you will see a dialog box that says the only items in the main window are those you just imported. Now this is important to know. When you import into Organizer, it's going to show you only the items that you imported, not all your photos, just the ones you imported. If you want to see all of them, that's no problem. You can click Show All. But well, let's just click it and I'll show you. And it's going to regenerate the thumbnails. And then you can see I had those first 2 videos over here. How do you know that you're in the Organizer? Well, you're seeing a display of thumbnails. Remember, we can adjust the thumbnail sliders to make them bigger or smaller. Okay, and we also see keyword tags on the right and albums. I just wanted to refamiliarize yourself with this one more time. Now, if I asked you to pick chapter 1 photos, how would you do that? And this is why we set up the folder view. And how do we get to the folder view? We go up to the display icon here and we choose folder location. Now we know we're in thumbnail view because it's also selected here. So pick folder location and this will show us the folders. Desktop, PSE class, and these are all the chapters, as you can see here. Now you're probably wondering, well, how come it's not showing all my pictures in PSE class? That's not the way Photoshop Elements is set up. It only shows you what you select. Now, how do you know what you have in each folder? You'll see a blue card, which means it's the Manage Folder icon, and it shows you there's content in the folder. So notes is something from Dreamweaver from Right. Sorry about that. But if you click on each chapter, you'll see the photos, and you'll notice that there's the blue card is in the folder. That's how you know you have content. And in B, look, it's the same it's the same files. Chapter 2, different chapter 2. And we can see we can all go all the way down to chapter 19. In the next lesson, we'll discuss how to import pictures using the camera or card reader and scanner. And now you have content. Great. See you in the next lesson.